Crayfish remain one of the most highly demanded livestock because of the high consumption of crayfish globally. The demand of crayfish is very high globally because of this being nutritious value of crayfish. Crayfish is a very nutritious livestock that we use daily for cooking of different types of food. And you know that crayfish is one of the livestock that gives a lot of blood. And so it's very good that you eat fresh crayfish. So there is high need for us to research on it, how we can domesticate it. Because if we don't domesticate it, we can't get it in a larger form. So that's why I've undergo research on how we can domesticate it. I've been on this research for about 3 years now. I've been working on this research but now, by the grace of God, we have been able to get the perfect way of farming it. We have been farming it, just that I've not bring it on camera. I've not talked about it on my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how you as an individual can invest in crayfish farming and make money out of it. Because we have been harvesting our crayfish, we have farmed a lot of them, and we have been harvesting and been selling to a lot of persons. So I want to teach you the principles on how you can farm it and make money for yourself in the next year coming in 2025. It's also a miss how you can make money from it, because there is high demand of it, fresh crayfish. So I've written down some things which I'm going to be using to teach you the step by step on how you can set up your own crayfish. If you are new to the channel, please do well to subscribe so that you will get in our latest updates. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, because I'll be doing videos step by step on different aspects in crayfish production. So if you don't subscribe, if I post these videos, you may not be notified. So subscribe so that you'll be notified. If I'm a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always coming back to my channel. So let's go into the video of today. How you can start up crayfish farming, how you can domesticate it around you in your farm. So let's go. Now, the first thing you have to do when you want to start up a crayfish farm is you have to research about crayfish first. Any business that you want to go into, like I've always say in my videos, try to research on how you can succeed in the business, different things that you can do in the business, know about it. You understand? So you need to research on how crayfish are being raised. That is one thing you need to do. Learn about crayfish species. The most common crayfish species are the red prawns. The red prawns are the most common types of crayfish that we farm in our farm. The red prawns. You know those big crayfish. If you go to the market, for those that are in Bayelsa, because we started our farming in Bayelsa. So for those that are in Bayelsa, if you go to where we call Swale Market, you see all those big crayfish then. Those crayfish are called prawns, and those are the best types of crayfish because they grow more bigger and they can easily adapt. The adaptability is very much high than other types of crayfish. So if you want to start up crayfish farming, do your research. The best species that you can start with are the red prawns. Those are the best type of crayfish to start your farming. Research on the most important way you can farm them. The second thing you need to do is you need to select your farming systems. There are different types of crayfish farming systems, but for beginners, for those that are starting the business, I will encourage you to start with the pond system. Understand? Start with the pond system, because the pond system, you can be able to monitor their growth and you can be able to study their lifestyle, their life cycle in the pond system. Select the farming system. We have different systems in crayfish farming, different housing system, but the most efficient one that you can farm easily and is more good is using the pond. You understand? The pond system, like I said earlier, you can monitor their growth, their stage by stage growth in the pond system. You understand? So you want to start up, you start with the pond system. It's more good for you that are starting up. The pond system, the most common method where crayfish are raised in natural and artificial pond. Crayfish are raised in natural and artificial pond. The pond must be designed in a way that there must be hiding place for the crayfish to do very well, and also there must be efficient water, clean water that can help the crayfish to grow very well. The pond must be designed in a way that there must be a filtration You understand? You must make it in a way that you can filter those water that is not good, because you need to be changing the water. So you must construct it in a way that there will be filtration, where you can be filtering the water that is not good in the pond. With time, you have to be changing the water. If you want them to live very well, you have to be changing the water. You know that it's not like in their natural habitat. You know that in their natural habitat, there is current, the water is always moving. But when you put them in a pond, the water is stocked in a place, so it will come about bringing some bacteria, some dirty. So you have to be making a way that they can filter those bacteria away, so that they will not harm them. So you have to be changing the water frequently. You understand? You have to be changing the water. Another method of their housing is using tanks. You can use tank to start up your crayfish farm. Tanks, construct tanks. I will display the videos, the tanks that we are using in the video now. Watch. So you can use those tanks displaying in the video to start up your crayfish farm. The tank system is one of the most good way that you can use and start, because like the pond system, you can monitor them, and it's more easy and it's more cheaper to obtain tanks to start up your crayfish farm. You understand? It's more cheaper to start up either the pond or the tank system. Tank system. This method uses large tanks or pipes which control water condition. It's more meaningful in small scale. So if you are doing small scale, this particular tank system is more meaningful to you and more affordable. You understand? It's more affordable for you to start with tank. Get tanks and study about this crayfish. Then you can start up this your crayfish farm with the tanks. These are the housing systems. So we're talking about the housing systems now. Then another one is how you trap this crayfish. You know, when you are starting crayfish farm, first of all, what you need is either you start with the eggs, the juvenile, or the adult. But you as a beginner, I will encourage you to start with the eggs. Now, the reason why I said you start with the eggs, if you start with the eggs, it will help you to understand them, and it will help you to select the best types of water available for you. Because in crayfish farming, if you put them in water that contains a lot of acidic water, they will die very fast. That's why if you go to the Niger Delta region, that is where we have more of crayfish, Bayelsa. We have more of crayfish in Bayelsa state here, because we have salt water. You understand? We have salt water. So if you go to places like Braz, Nebe in Bayelsa state, they have more of crayfish, because there is sea water. Crayfish do very well in sea water. You understand? So you that is starting, if you start with the big ones, there will be mortality, because the pH of the water you are using to farm them in your let's say in the farm is different from the pH of water in the sea water. So there are two different things. So but if you are in someone that you can have access to this sea water, you can use sea water. But start with the eggs, so that any water that you put them, they can survive. You understand? You can survive in it, because they are eggs in their egg format. You understand? So if you want to get eggs, we can sell eggs for you to start your crayfish farm. We can sell the eggs for you, and also can give you more detailed training. Habitat construction. How do you know their habitat? Now, the habitat of crayfish, basically, crayfish like hiding places, and crayfish like water that is a cool water and summer warm. That is where crayfish thrive very well. You understand? So when you want to set up their habitat, you must make sure that in your pond, the thing is about 3 to 4 feet deep. You understand? It must be 3 to 4 feet deep. You can put more water, but you can also put grasses that are floating. You know those floating grasses that you see in the rivers. You can also put it in the pond to cool down the humidity, the temperature of your pond. So that is one thing. And also, they like hiding. They like somewhere that is they can hide. You understand? So when you want to construct your farm, what you have to do, you can easily get rocks that have holes. You understand? You can easily get rocks that have holes that they can go into these holes and hide and lay their eggs. You understand? And also meat. Then you can also use POP pipes to construct inside the pond, put inside the pond, so that they can go there to breed. You understand? So that they can go there to breed and fertilize their eggs. And they love muddy soil. You understand? They love muddy soil. So your farm, if you are using the pond system, it means it's about their natural habitat. They love muddy pond. Then also they also like sandy bottom, the bottom of your farm, like those that are, if you want to construct in your home, you use that sandy system. They love sandy bottom. You understand? So you can just put some sand, some sharp sand on the bottom of your farm. You understand? The bottom of the pond, and they will drive very well. Then the water quality. The water quality of your farm in the pond must be water that is clean. You understand? Things that you don't need to put in the pond. You don't need to put any sort of chemical inside their pond. So you must, when you want to take the water, you must make sure that you take water that is clean. You understand? That oxygenated water. You understand? You can take oxygenated water. Feeding of the crayfish. Feeding of crayfish is one of the most easiest thing you can do because they don't eat much. With little thing, they are okay. They eat basically plants and animals. You understand? They can eat small pieces of all those small pieces of meat, dead these things, dead fish, dead meat. They can eat it. So you can give them plants. There are special types of plant that we give them. If you want to know more about it, you can comment below. A special plant we give to them, and they do very well. We can also give them. We also have feed for them. We formulate feed for them, and they eat it and they grow. So within 3 to 4 months time, your crayfish, you can harvest, and they produce very much. Crayfish produce in millions. They produce very high. The production rate is very high. You understand? And you can sell and make money. These are ways that you can make money for yourself in agriculture. This is a new research I'm doing, so I'll be continue to be uploading videos on this crayfish farming, their life cycle, how to feed them. So it will be a very practical based videos. And this is just introduction. I'm just introducing you to the crayfish production. So in our next video, you see us in our farm demonstrating everything that I've said. So if you want to learn more about this farming, if you want to support our research, you can comment below. Also reach me on my number 080-633-45443. You can also send me a mail in our email at bravesnailfarmproduction@gmail.com, and we definitely together we're going to fight against food insecurity in our countries and make agriculture to be more higher. Thank you very much. I remain my humble self, Taboy Brave Ibumabowe. God bless you.